Welcome to Muzzle Hacks with Kara. I'm going to show you how to repair a muzzle that is broken if you want to still try and make it work. If it does break and you're within a year of purchase and you purchased it and you have a receipt, reach out to us and we can replace your muzzle if it's the first time. We have a one-time 1-year replacement warranty, but if you're outside of that 1 year and the bottom of it still looks like it's in good shape, this part is almost impossible to repair. But if just the sides are broken, a lot of times there's things you can do to kind of keep it limping along safely for your horse. So I have a few supplies here. Number one are zip ties and a hole punch, or you can use a drill as well if you have like a power drill. Electric tape or the black duct tape, Gorilla Tape is awesome. And another thing that I really like to use is this heat shrink tubing. This is the 3/8 of an inch wide, and yeah, so I think that's what it shrinks down to. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways that I like to repair muzzles that have been broken. So this is an area right here that breaks a lot, unfortunately, because it's thin. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole in it on either side. And believe it or not, these are actually pretty easy to use a hole punch on. Just gonna make myself a little hole, and then I'm gonna make another hole on the other side, just like that. And I'm gonna have to go through the other way. And see, that hole still didn't want to pop out. Come on. Okay. Alrighty. So now that I have my holes, I'm actually going to do the heat shrink first. That on there. Doesn't want me to get in there. All right, so this tubing, when you slide it on and then you apply heat to it, it shrinks down. So I'm gonna do about this wide. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide it on one end and then stick this end in here and kind of get it to where it's basically touching. Here we go. Okay, so that's a good size. So now, now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to use this little itty bitty zip tie, and I'm going to send it through this hole, send it through my heat shrink. I'm going to send it through this hole, and then get those lined up, send this back through the heat shrink. Hopefully I can feed it through. Ha. That didn't go through the way I wanted it to. This is dumb. Okay. I'm gonna feed this back through there and hope it pops out the other side. There it is. So I've got the end there. And now I'm gonna feed it through my little zip tie and kind of tighten it down. If I had a little bit more room to work, I would try to get this part of the zip tie under the heat shrink, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't think it's quite wide enough. Maybe I can get it in there. There we go. Actually, I was able to get it in there just a little bit. So it kind of looks like that. Okay, so the zip tie is holding it together pretty well, and this little heat shrink sleeve will kind of give it a little bit of structure. And I'm gonna go ahead and clip the end. If you ever use zip ties, you wanna make sure the buckle's on the outside, otherwise those can rub, and I always like to tape over them either way because they can kind of make little sharp ends that your horse can scratch other horses with. All right, so now I'm gonna apply my heat gun. I don't have an outlet over here, so I'm gonna do that off camera and I'll be right back. All right, so that's shrunk the tape down, and now I wanna leave that alone until it's not hot anymore and just give that a chance to set. So I'm also going to punch a hole here and here and do the zip tie thing. I don't think I'm going to use the heat shrink tape there because there's really not a whole lot of space. And then I'm going to do 2 holes here and here and here and here and do zip ties across there to close that part down. And then that more or less gets us kind of towards a whole muzzle. So I hope this is helpful and interesting, and I would love to see anyone else's experiments of what you have done to try and make your muzzles last a little bit longer or fix them in an unconventional way.